To recap what the advocates have said so far, they state that ISIS does pose a serious threat to the U.S. However, as stated by my partner before, their current resources are merely a fraction of what the U.S. is capable of. And as the advocate said to counter that, ISIS can use these resources any way they can, which would be in methods such as terrorist attacks throughout the U.S. and possibly its allies. However, the amount of funding that ISIS has would seriously limit the capability of these terrorist attacks. There's only so much they can do with these $2 billion, and then not all of it can be used in asymmetrical warfare, as terrorist attacks is also called. Much of this is being pumped into simple direct engagements, which has claimed territories, such as our advocates have said. Therefore, this can be directly countered with U.S. spending, which seriously dwarfs ISIS's. They also stated that an increase in spending from direct engagement has not stopped us in the past. However, it has been met with serious opposition by the U.S. public. Very often, when costs begin to rise, so does the opposition to a war, as Vietnam would be a very good example of this. Next, our opposition stated that as hostilities hostilities were created by the U.S. and therefore our responsibility. As stated again, many of our servicemen state that we should not act in response to these hostilities, because ultimately this is an Iraqi war, which brings me to another point, that the advocates have said that this is a global affair. ISIS is a global threat. However, if even the Iraqi government does not want us in there, how can we help? If we're supposed to be promoting stability by being directly involved, how can we promote a stable environment when the current government does not want us there to help them? This can only create more tensions and therefore more instability, and thus being completely counterintuitive to what we're trying to do there. Our advocates have also said that current efforts against ISIS have been failing, whereas various pieces of evidence suggest otherwise, such as the current Iraqi offensive to retake the city of Tikrit. This offensive is not being supported by any kind of U.S. air support, as stated by Colonel Steve Warren. This shows that Iraq is fully capable of handling the situation on our own, and that our assistance can only help, and that direct ground forces are not necessary. And that's it for the opposition.